Hello everybody and welcome to your video. So I channeled a song. I'm going to say it here. It's by because I want to tell you before my screen locks and I got to put my password in. I'm not going to forget my intro. I just want to tell you about the song first. It's about it's by Neil Armstrong. No, excuse me, Neil Armstrong. Listen to me. Louis Armstrong. And it's called What a Wonderful World. And it talks about, I see trees of green. And it talks about red roses too. I see them in bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I will put the link to that song in the description box, okay? For those of you who want to watch it. Check out the lyrics or whatever. But before I get into all that, I want to be the first to tell you that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you. The divine values you. And thank you for being here and sharing your time and your energy with me, guys. I truly, truly appreciate you. So, I don't know what's going to come out, but it just made me think, this is a person who is looking at everything around them and seeing things, the good in things, looking around and seeing the good. And maybe it's the love of a certain someone that is sort of bringing out the best in somebody. I don't know. I don't know. It just sort of made me think, like the other morning, the day after Thanksgiving, because I celebrate Thanksgiving. I know many of you do, and there are many of you who don't. It's sort of a U.S. thing here. So the day after, I was thinking of, I had a moment to myself. It was just the house was quiet. Nobody was around. And even the neighbors were quiet. I was sitting next to the window. It was cool. I was able to have the window open because where I live in sunny Florida is very hot. And it was like a light drizzle of rain, and it was sort of dreary. It was a couple of days like that. And I said, I had a moment to think of all the goodness and all the good things. And not that I don't think of the good things, but I've been so busy, okay? We've got the little chickies and the cats, and then you guys, the channel here, and also running around doing my other things that I'm trying to do, organizing things and storage bins and getting ready for holidays and just so much going on. I haven't really had a moment to just like sit with myself and my thoughts. And, this song kind of reminds me of like having that moment to just sort of reflect on the things that are good in our life. Maybe it's a person. I look back and my life has changed a lot in 3 years, and I'm just very grateful for where I am today and where I'm headed. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. Maybe it's a song about reflection or getting a chance to just have a moment with yourself. And I want to thank you, and you know who you are, who help me. You guys donate. It helps me with the animals and feeds the animals. I don't want to say names because I don't want to embarrass anyone. I understand a lot of people who email me, keep in touch with me. I like to keep you all discreet because you're very private people. You trust me, and I won't betray that in you. But I want to say thank you, guys. Okay, thank you. And the animals, thank you. And I will be doing, I've had just a couple people ask for chickens, want to see the chickens. They're getting big. They're doing good. And so I'll do a video about that soon. But the weather here has been kind of crazy. It's been very dreary and stuff like that. So I'm going to, look at me, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm going to say a prayer first. I'm going to say a prayer for us to just recognize all the good things in life. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry for that, but that's my ADHD for you. Let's say a prayer for all the things that are good in our life and say thank you for these good blessings that we do have. Regardless of the other stuff, let's say thanks for the good stuff we do have. Our Father in heaven, I want to say thank you for everything that you've given to all of us. All the good stuff, letting us know that you're here, even if it's just sending a bird to, land on our windowsill, or sending us animals, or, meeting friends on the internet. I want to thank you on behalf of all of us for all the good things that you brought into our life. And I'm going to continue to pray for all of our protection here, for everyone who's viewing, to protect us all and keep us in your divine light and help keep us on our track and on our path. And if we're not on our path, to guide us, give us signs, and put us on the right track. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So now I guess I'll get into this. I'm so sorry. But my mind goes faster than my body. My mind is much faster than my body. So let's see. Oh, wow. Interesting that I open up to this. We have twin flames and sacred union. So honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred, and your passion ignites. So I don't know if that wanted to come out, but you clearly see I just did the split in front of you. I normally don't open up with this. I normally, when I do the oracle part of the reading, it's normally the last oracle that I pull. So maybe something needed to come out here. There are many of you who reach out to me about your twin flames, or you feel that you've met your twin flame. And I just want to say that no matter what happens with you and your twin flame, okay? Your twin flame is the catalyst in your life. Like I said, my life has changed a lot in the last 3 years. And some of that is partly because of my twin flame being a catalyst, okay? And maybe it's that for some of you, or maybe you're still going through a phase with them, because it just depends where you're at with them. But they are a catalyst. Some twins are meant to come together and be together. Some twins are meant to have children. Some twins are meant to be friends, or work together, or support each other in some way. And some are just meant to be a catalyst. And I can't answer that for you, but I feel that you'll feel it in your heart. I really do. And we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. And that's just kind of saying, value your friends, your true friends, right? We all have karmic people that come and go in our life, but people who are truly a friend, or have truly extended friendship to you, honor them the way you'd honor your family, because you have a soul family, a spiritual family, and you will find yourself meeting them in this life. And you have, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. And it's absolutely true. It's almost as if it's not saying don't do anything, but it's kind of saying, look, just go with the flow of life. You don't have to do as much as you think you do when it comes to meeting the right people, being in the right natural flow, the natural state, leading your life with integrity and joy. You're going to align up with people that are meant for you. And it says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. And that's so true. That's so true. A lot of us will see each other when we go home. A lot of us have already made contract with each other. You made contract with me to watch my channel, interact with me, and I made contract with you as well. So it's like you will align with who you're meant to align with, whether it's friends, co-workers, lovers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just do the things that bring you joy and happiness. Try to stay as positive as you can, even through negativity, knowing that it will pass, because that negative stuff will pass. Show me what I need to see here for this oracle reading. Wow, that is crazy how that landed. We have deep knowing on the bottom, and we have TikTok. So there's something there with that deep knowing. Maybe someone is in the process of awakening to a situation, but we have happy life. Happy life. That's card 26. There's a happy change probably coming, happiness for you, some sort of something, maybe you're not even aware of it. Look at all those rainbows, those colors, that person with that big smile on their face. It's almost like a surprise that you didn't know was going to come. And that happened to me today through one of the people who watch me continuously. It's sometimes you just never know. It's like a surprise that happens and you just don't expect it. I would say expect a surprise. Expect to be surprised. Life is full of happy changes and life is full of surprises. So what else wants to come out here? I got 2 more oracles to pull. This is the animal oracle. 2 of them came out. We have boar and spider. Ooh. Boar, face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victoriously. So that means no matter what, don't put your problems on the back burner. Just solve them, go after them. You know, be tenacious if you have to. Just handle your business. Don't worry about it. It will pass, even if it's, you know, even if it's a tough time that you have to go through a tough cycle, it will pass. Then we also have spider, and it says, trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. And I was just going to say with spider, I feel like writing because, or expressing yourself, and messages as well, because a lot of times when I get spiritual messages, like if I do private readings, which right now I'm closed down for private readings, for, you know, various reasons, but I'm closed down for private readings until next year. And then we have this come out, and every time I would do private readings and I'd see a spider on my table, I knew a spiritual message was about to come out, because I don't know, like a spider would just appear on my table. And this is quite a large spider, so it also reminds me of the 8 of Wands. But trust in your creative spark. So you guys might have a book within you, a story, something you can share to help another person, in which I see the comments, and a lot of you do comment on other people's comments and you help them. And that is a form of that expression. So the last oracle card is going to be from the, what is this? Starseed Oracle. What wants to come out here for Aquarius? I saw you right there. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. And I was guided to talk about, you know, soul contracts, how we've made contracts with one another. You know, I didn't miss on you and you didn't miss on me, and anything else or anyone else destined to align with you, you won't miss with them either. Just follow your destiny, your plan, your happiness, your joy, and it will line you up. And for some of you, it might be with a twin flame. Like there's 2 souls here that marry each other, opposite of each other, and it says you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. So you might meet your twin in the community. You might do something with your twin in the community. It's not, the twin flame journey is not the exact same journey for everyone. And that's what I think is very important to understand. Everybody thinks you're supposed to have this passionate romantic relationship, get married, all this. And like I said, for some twins, it's a yes. But for all twins, it's not. It's not. So it's very important to know that. Because I do have a lot of people waiting and spending a lot of time waiting for that twin flame to return. And, you know, years and years go by, and life, you know, people could be living their life instead of waiting. So I wouldn't wait. Just follow your divine plan, because it is part of your ascension anyway. And if you do align with your twin and you make it work, it's going to work because you're ascending, not because you're playing around and being the same as you were. It does challenge you to ascend. So what wants to come out in tarot here? My microphone is a little bit hung up and it's pulling on me. Today's a hot day, so you might hear my air conditioner in the background, like running water. It's hot, so I had to have the air on. What do you want to show me for Aquarius? If you're a cross watcher, this could apply to you. Put yourself where you feel the energy fits. Wow, starting off with a Five of Swords here. And the Magician. I want, before I say anything, like, you know, maybe some of you were guided to move on, but this Magician is about communication. It is Mercury. It is Virgo, Gemini energy, because that Mercury rules those two signs. And then the Five of Swords, it's like game over. So it's like, so somebody say pick up and move on. Someone chose their free will to end something. I don't know. One is a manifesting energy and co-creating with the universe. It also can be communication and writing. It could also be saying, look, talk about the hard times. You know, these Five of Swords are hard times. These Five of Swords are, you know, mind games, gaslighters, whatever. It could even be talking about, if you're talking about writing about something, writing about how to come back from endings, you know, how to manifest after an ending even. Because that Five of Swords is endings. How to build your life up when something ends. Kind of like people who go through foreclosure and they lose their house for some reason. It's like, you know, manifesting how to build your life back up after an ending. Really is what it's saying here. How to build your life up after an ending. Some of you might be gifted to write about that. We did see TikTok that literally came out, that wanted to come out. Give me a card for that Five of Swords. Yeah, King of Earth and the reverse. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's also not being very prosperous or successful in something. That's like marriages ending, money ending. Two of Air, reverse. Being forced. I just heard being forced to go in a new direction. And Knight of Earth. Move on. Literally. So, that Knight of Earth is Virgo energy, but it's in the reverse. But it's also in the reverse because can no longer stay in that energy. Maybe it was an energy that you was comfortable in for a long time, or a place that you were comfortable in, but it's saying there's something here that might require you to end something and move on, and possibly even write about that experience if you've already ended something and moved on, or had multiple endings. Because like it literally talks about finances, it talks about stability, it talks about relationships with that King of Pentacles in the reverse, and that Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It talks about something that you were in a long standing with, no longer, and possibly with that Two of Air reverse, deciding to move forward. But for some, it could have been like a forced decision, sort of like, you know, if somebody can't keep up with payments on something, or literally just somebody creating something, because this Magician is a creator. So this Magician can be creating a program, creating a book, creating a channel about that. Give me a card for the Magician. How to create after endings is the strongest thing that comes to mind right now. How to create a new life after an ending. Tell me about the Magician. That's too much, but it's here. So Four of Earth, that's Four of Pentacles. That's a card of just sort of this person is sitting here this person is locked out of a house. There's door locks on the house, can't get back in. We also have 44. 444 can be about angel protection and guidance, okay? It also talks about being frugal, all right, saving money and control. So it talks about savings here with this Queen of Earth right behind it. And Five of Earth talks about being out. So there is something here. Possibly someone does need a home, all right, a place to go, a place to stay. Because this is lack, worry, assistance. This Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles. It's someone who is out of a home, out of a place, doesn't have the money or finances for their stability. And this is a person also sitting outside, locked out of a place. This Ten of Air is a betrayal, it's endings. And this card of Awakening is in the reverse, but this is the Hangman, it's in the reverse. This is a card of Pisces. So somebody's gained awareness now. This talks about Seven of Pentacles. Where do I invest my money, or where can I live, or where can I go with whatever I have on me right now? The Chariot reverse. Chariot can literally be a car. And the Three of Air. Sad. Somebody is really under... Look, I got overworked, overstressed. Ten of Wands. Three of Swords. That's a lot of heaviness, burden. And if someone's had to move out, and there could be a problem here of being sort of stuck with the Chariot reverse, unless literally someone has had to live out of a car or doesn't even have a car to live in. And someone's like, I've got a little bit of money saved up. Four of Earth, Seven of Earth. I got a little bit of money that's saved up. And where do I go with this? I can't do this anymore. This is over. Could have ended in an argument, but it doesn't matter. It's over. Now, how do I co-create? How do I start over after this betrayal? And I can certainly relate to being out of a place and not having a place to go, if anyone's in that situation. I do know that some of you have reached out to me that are in that situation. But it's saying you're not alone here. You have another person, possibly a twin flame. It also says you could write a book, or you could TikTok, and that would bring you a source of income. TikTok is just easier. You know, you do like a minute or two video on something, and you know, it's easier than getting like published and doing all this other stuff. But some people might be literally working on a book. I do know I have some of you who write books and stuff and watch me, so you might be working on another book. If you had a writer's block, that's going to be possibly cleared, or you might, you know, the next book might be literally how to move on after an ending, how to create after you've lost everything. Give me the Root, the Devil reverse. And you know, a lot of you, and I have the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, and if anyone's went to jail or someone got the police called, I don't know, because this person is like, reminds me of jail. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse, can be out of a house or something like that. But then we have the Lovers. We have someone who you have a close connection with. Could be a twin flame, you know. Maybe some of you got into a little bit of trouble, didn't have a place to go, and you reached out to a person who could have been your twin flame, whether you realize it or not, or Gemini, because it also is Gemini. But with this Devil in reverse, this is Capricorn energy, but it's also karmic. This is, in this card, it's, you know, this person is having their cake and eating it too. But it's in the reverse. And I just feel like someone is saying out there, like, I knew this person would betray me, or I just knew it was a matter of time before somebody betrayed me, because 10 of air here. Somebody realizes that someone else had the upper hand, literally holding the hand up. You see, sometimes it's a hard lesson. It's a lesson I also had to learn. Sometimes when you think you can rely on someone, you can't. Sometimes you are the only person you can rely on, especially if you don't have any family and you find yourself out of a house or a home for whatever reason. You know, even when my son lost his house to a fire, my grandfather passed away in that fire. If my son didn't have me, he would have been homeless. You know, there's something here though about a betrayal. So it's not like a tower moment happened. It's like somebody is saying, you know, I knew this would happen, and it could have happened over an argument, some sort of betrayal. Possibly somebody, you know, got screwed out of a home, a place to live, or a car, or someone maybe got screwed out of a book deal or something like that. I don't know. But what it's really saying is write about it. Get in touch with the writing part or the TikTok part. You're not alone. Someone might literally see you on the internet and help you. Okay, you could meet your twin flame on the internet. You could meet a star seed on the internet. Because I see going from 1 to 2, and someone here is looking in here to this sort of this void, this water, and saying, I remember the soul plan. And sometimes these things will happen, these uncomfortable moments, and we don't like them, but they happen to put us on our path to meet the people we need to be aligned with. So there might be someone out here you meet on the internet who connects with you or your story. Maybe it's a tough story and a tough ending. That ending could have been like a spouse kicked the other person out, or someone who had money. There's something there, but somebody had to move on very quickly. Someone had to move on very quickly. But it's saying it's okay. You do have something that wants to help you through writing or through TikTok about these experiences, or something that you can do, a talent. 6 of water, 6 of cups, and you're going to meet somebody here. You're going to meet someone like you. I'm telling you. 6 of water, that's 6 of cups, and that person is watching, like on their phone, watching the internet. There's someone who's going to possibly want to help you or align with you, and they see you from the internet here. But it seems like it happens after an ending or a fight, a betrayal of that sort. And that person that ending was with a karmic. Somebody was living with a karmic. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Fire. That's Aries. Could be Aries, Leo, Sag, but it doesn't have to be anything. The Devil is here. That's karmic. This Queen of Wands is here. That's, for me, it's karmic. 10 of Earth is the home. So somebody could have literally been sharing a home with someone very karmic, and things ended. It was time. We have the World here. That was a completion. It was time for it to be over. And that World card is Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. And then we have 5 of Fire. But this 5 of Fire is quite different. She's like, what do I do now? What do I do next? This is my, this is literally trying to, I feel like, this is conflicts, annoyances, and competition, but I feel like the annoyance and the conflict is, okay, what is my next? What do I do next? So I don't have time, because the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, so time isn't on my side. I have to move quick. Something, either I heard my rent went up. So somebody's rent went up, or something happened and they can't afford to live where they were, or a relationship ended, but whatever. There's something here about needing to move on rather quickly. And there's something here about if there's more income needed, TikTok and writing or something like that. It's in the stars here for somebody. Give me a card for the past. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. The past, we're looking to the future. Okay. What was we looking to the future at in the past? Because now, that might be like what's right here. Like I said, I heard somebody say, I knew this was going to happen. So maybe in the past, whatever's going on right now, you knew it was going to happen. What is that? It's like the future has come true here, or whatever you thought was going to happen. Six of Air, but it's in reverse, so it's no moving on. I feel like somebody knew if they didn't change or create change or do something different or put things in order, that they were going to be stuck in a situation. Here in the past, somebody was thinking of the future, knowing exactly how things would play out, and knowing that if I don't put things into place, if I don't do certain things, I am going to be stuck. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's because I have like a third party situation here. Another person involved. I got the Three of Water and the Six of Earth. So it's like somebody's in the past looking to the future saying, there's something here about being stuck. But it could also be a person who tried to keep you stuck because they knew that you weren't happy, or that you wanted to move on. You wanted to expand, so maybe there's something to that as well. Give me another card for that. Yeah, the Moon reverse. Okay, Empress. We have the Empress here. We have Pisces energy here with this Moon, Cancer energy, and the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy, and it's in the reverse. Somebody knew here in the past. Either someone knew that if they didn't... There's something here about needing to go quick. And it's like somebody knew this would happen. Somebody knew if I don't put things into place that I was going to have to leave quick. For whatever reason that it's causing someone to need to move forward quickly. Like I said, the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. Now this Knight of Swords is in reverse, but it's clarifying the past. And here somebody in the past was thinking of the future, about not getting stuck, thinking quickly so that they could move on and move forward quickly. If something came out, possibly a secret about a third party. We have the Empress here. And we have the Star in reverse. The Empress is Taurus, Libra energy, and Star is Aquarius energy. I don't know, it's a little confusing because I don't know if there was a mother involved, a pregnant person involved, or I don't know if, because that Empress can be so many things. It can be a divine counterpart as well. Now this, I'm also got this download. If you cut someone off quick, you weren't doing very well, you cut someone off quick, maybe you're doing a lot better now as well. Somebody sees, you know, like if you have TikTok videos, or if you've written a book or vlogged, it's like someone sees that you're not in that stuck energy like you were before. What crowns this? Maybe all of these messages are meant to come out because there's, there's a lot of people who watch the video. So only take what applies. Remember, if 2 or 3 messages hit and some of them don't, just leave those for another Aquarius or cross watcher, whoever it applies for. I'm just the messenger, so the messages come out. That's also why sometimes a story won't make sense to me, because I'm getting a lot of messages and they don't add up in one story. But I got to remember, there's thousands of you who watch this. It's not one story. What's the, no. 10 of Wands, Judgment, it's time to go. 9 of Cups. Somebody's got made some sort of judgment call, wake up call, that they're not happy living where they're at or being with who they're with. And it's the third party. This is now reversed, and I like seeing that. This is somebody says, I have got to do something to change my situation. I have the power to change my situation. This might be someone who literally just starts looking around and realizing they're not as stuck as they thought they were. Just being in the moment, having a time to think, because that's what I sort of channeled, of just having that moment of clarity, of just being able to think. Not having anyone in your ear, not having noise around you, not having a bunch of stuff going on at the same time, and just literally being able to think. Someone might be realizing, hey, I can totally remove myself from this situation. And someone might be moving rather quickly. We got the 10 of Wands and we have the Knight of Wands. That someone might move really quickly. Someone might have gone from not having the money to move to having the money to move. Or not having the money to buy a car to having the money to buy a car. But it could be anything. It doesn't have to be that, but it's an improvement. And it's rather quickly. Give me a card for that. Improving rather quickly. Give me a card. So if you're down and out in Beverly Hills, I don't think that's going to be the case for much longer. 5 of Air. It's again the 5 of Air, 5 of Swords. It starts off with that, and it's like the goal. I feel somebody can be dealing with a narcissistic personality. This is a person who plays mind games, because this person is playing chess, and it says mistakes, melodrama. It also says reassessment, but this one, reassessment would be trying to make all the moves to win, to come out as a winner. We have the 5 of Swords. This is like, and we have the 7 of Air on the bottom, which is 7 of Swords. This 7 of Swords escapes without anyone knowing. This could be somebody moving without another person knowing about it. It's like, I'm moving quickly. I'm not telling anyone where I'm going. I'll move while they're sleeping, while they're not here, because there's someone here literally sleeping while the other person's planning. Someone could be planning to make a move while the other person is, asleep, especially if there's some sort of bad situation or karmic, because there's a karmic here, for sure. I got the Devil and the Queen of Fire. We got a karmic. What's in the future? What's in the future here? Two of Wands. Two of Wands is going out. It's traveling, changing location. Page of Swords. This is like somebody looking for a different place to go to. Maybe literally a little place, something small. We have a Page of Pentacles. This is looking at an ad, a listing, looking at if it's somebody who is, it's also somebody who could be watching someone's page, okay? Because the Page of Swords is reversed, so that is someone watching. Someone could be watching your videos on TikTok or watching something you write or vlog about. And maybe want to return or to meet you if they've never met you. Collaborate, possibly. We do have an Emperor reverse and we have the Ace of Wands upright. This could be, for some of you, if you've never met your divine counterpart, you might meet your twin flame on the internet, like through videos, through TikTok or whatnot. You know, you might be drawing people in. Whatever it is, someone's watching you for sure. And if you're not the one that's had a rough time, had to move quick or do something, or, you know, maybe this other person who's watching you has. If you're not living with a karmic, the one watching you is. You get where I'm going with this? Because I'm reading the energy. And I see three energies. An Emperor, an Empress, and a karmic. But now, if this is someone that you've already met, and it's an Emperor, it's a divine masculine, it's a yang energy, doesn't matter if it's male or female, they could also be watching. They could have also said, look, I knew this was going to happen back here. And so maybe they were making a plan in case they had to go quick. But like I said, it can be you too. It's here. It's three people here. Give me a card for that. But it's either way, it's taking a new step, a new direction. And there's something here about somebody sees you from the internet. Knight of Air. This is also, you know, my internet card as well. Someone might reach out, send you a message on the internet. You might meet someone on the internet. Or someone's watching you from the internet. But, you know, Chariot reverse hasn't made a move. Holding back for Earth, for Pentacles and Chariot reverse. For once, for some, they don't have the confidence, okay? Strength, Leo in reverse. All right, let's get to the self position. Nine of Swords, can't sleep. Eight of Cups. For those of you, you've dealt with this person, someone can't stop and help but think about returning, or maybe you're thinking about returning to someone. I don't know how the song plays into it, A Wonderful World, but somebody maybe just doesn't have the negative thoughts about things like they used to. You know? This could have been a person who just didn't think certain things would work out in their life, and now they just see things differently, or they see you that way, being very positive and optimistic regardless of all the stuff that happens. You know, there are a lot of bad people in this world, but there are a lot of good people, and you can't judge a book by its cover. You will not know who is good and bad just by looking at them. You won't. And people can change. A person who is bad can change. I know a lot of people may be out here and say, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that too. Give me a card for that Nine of Swords and that Eight of Cups. Again, Nine of Air. And Page of Water. So someone is up literally trying to figure out, how do I connect? Spider, writing. How do I connect with Aquarius? What do I say? This person is literally like reading a paper. Someone may be wondering, like someone may want to literally like write an old-fashioned letter, like calligraphy, or literally might be proofreading, like want to mail or legitimately like do a letter. But this could be someone holding their phone, or looking at a computer screen and proofreading and making sure everything is right as well. Somebody wants to reach out and write. Give me a card for the environment then. What's going to happen? Thing is, they don't know what to write. They don't have clarity about something. Okay? And if it's a person who got into the whole twin flame thing, they're like, I don't know. Is that my twin flame? Or I don't know. Should I just, we haven't spoken. Maybe we should just not communicate. Maybe we should just keep it the way it is. Gemini energy, Cancer energy, doesn't have to be, but you know, the Chariot is Cancer. It is yin and yang energy, and it's the Emperor driving the Chariot. Just sort of like it's the Empress who tames the lion. But this is reversed, and it's someone's intuition is saying, look, go for it. You're going to be happy. Go for it. Reach out. You're going to be happy. But they're holding back. They're really not. They're really confused here. They're holding back. They're trying to gain some clarity. They don't know if they should invest in this connection or if they should just still see other people, deal with other people, or listen to other people. They don't have clarity. Or whoever this is doesn't have clarity. The Yang, it doesn't have clarity. Whoever the Divine Masculine is doesn't have clarity at all. Queen of Air is what I'm looking at, and the Empress. This might have been someone you've already cut off. Or this might have been someone that their mother told them to cut you off. Release. Transformation. Ace of Earth. You know, maybe this person is wondering if this can be changed, all right, with you guys. Maybe this person and you know, maybe you used to live closer to this person. Maybe there was something about change or a move. But this is like a phoenix rising from the ashes here. And this is like an angel helping that to happen. And this is a new beginning. You know, 13 is the death card, but it's about a transformation. Ace of Earth can be a relationship, but like I said, it can be a home, a car. And we have the Chariot here is a car, reverse. So I don't know. That's in the environment. Maybe some of you are going to get a car. Maybe some of you are going to get a home. Maybe some of you are going to get a relationship. And that's why it's like a little bit all over the place. Several messages here. But the ironic thing about it, Aquarius, it seems to come from a person watching you. Let me know if that makes sense, guys. I don't know. Can even be getting financed for that stuff with that Ace of Earth. Hopes and fears. We have Two of Pentacles, decision time, Seven of Swords. I want to know more about that Seven of Swords though. Two of Pentacles, decision time here. The pros and the cons. The pros and the cons. You know, if someone credit isn't so great and they're trying to get like a car or a motorhome or something like that, You know, the financier could be like, I don't know, we have to know that you're not going to leave with it. Most of that has GPS though nowadays. If this is a friend or someone watching you, this could be someone like, well, how do I know they'll pay me back, or just not, you know, take it and go. But I also feel like this is a very thought out plan. Because it's like I said, somebody back here was like, I foresaw the future. I foresaw the future. I knew this was going to happen. And I was planning for it. Covertly planning. I didn't tell a soul. I didn't tell anybody. But I knew if over here happened, like my intuition told me, then I knew that I was going to be ready to make a move quick. Because I have been planning without telling anyone. Now that is for that person that sits there and like plans it all out, schemes it all, really someone who planned for the future in case the worst happened. Let's see what wants to come out. Yeah, 4 of Earth reverse. That's a release of coin, a release of something, or a loss. Let me see. And 3 of Earth. Okay, so I think I was onto something. 3 of Earth is 3 of Pentacles reverse. 3 of Pentacles reverse. It can be about collaboration and teamwork and stuff like that, but when it's in reverse, it can be about, well, I am doing it alone. I don't have teammates. I'm doing it alone, or I'm starting over because what we were building wasn't good. It wasn't solid. And 4 of Earth. So this is releasing, starting over. Page of Earth now. That's that letter. And that's that work. All right, if anybody put any work out there, I don't care, script, book, idea, and maybe they didn't choose you, they withdrew or they held back. Maybe they had something else going, and it's like, okay, that fell through, because I just heard it fell through. So something fell through, something didn't work out. There's like news. You know, there's like news, like, you know, because it's not like somebody had you on the back burner, but just maybe something else was already on the fire before you got involved. And there was other commitments, other than you, and it fell through. Then it would give the opportunity, which would be, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity from the divine. It would be that it fell through because the divine was in charge. But I have a card about release, and I have another card about release, and I have a card about starting over, building up, starting alone. And I have communication here. So in the hopes and fears, whether it's somebody who is reaching out to help you, someone who's reaching out to work with you, someone who's reaching out to invest in you, something had to fall through first, okay? And that was divinely orchestrated by the universe. Something had to fall through. It wasn't meant to happen because you were meant for the opportunity. And I don't care if it's work. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's a car, a house. You know, there's even bidding wars. You know, if an offer doesn't go through or financing doesn't go through and that was something you wanted, okay, now it's yours. Your apartment, your house, your whatever, your job. Relationship wise, if you met somebody, they were in a relationship and they couldn't come forward, that could also be a person who has gotten out of that relationship. They knew it was going to end. They knew they were going to end quick, or they literally had to save money and they had to save money to move, and they had to secretly save money to do this. That could also be, well, they knew it was going to happen and they were prepared for that. Either way, guys, this was divinely orchestrated by the universe because there's too many major arcana. But a lot about moving, and I've been getting that for Aquarius. So there's going to be some good news. Even if anyone's been on a list, yeah, the Emperor can also be like government. If anyone's been on a list waiting for housing, money, back pay, what do they call? Some sort of benefit type of assistance or Social Security or whatever. Something that's taken a while. I see all that clearing up. I'm getting a ton of messages. News comes in about that, literal news. I feel like the little details are being worked out. The universe is, just let the universe do its thing. Just let the universe do its thing here. What's it ending like here? Because I got all kind of messages. So I don't feel this is going to be a near personal message, but I do think there's a lot of messages that are coming out for people who need it. Someone's not going to be happy when you move on, though. Yeah. So for those of you who are putting things into plan or motion about moving on, someone from the past is not going to like it, okay? Someone in the past is not going to want you to move forward or you to take your power back. So if that makes any sort of sense, they're not going to like it. Someone does not want you to leave their house, their job, the workplace, the friend group, but it's more like, I'm telling you, it's more like someone that you spend a lot of time with isn't going to want to know that you're moving on. They're going to be sad. But I feel it's for the wrong reasons. I feel that this person was too much in your energy to begin with, to where it was smothering, or it was someone who would always be sort of, it wouldn't give you a lot of time to be alone, or a lot of time to just be at peace. Like they'd always like disturb. Because that's why I felt in the beginning when I channeled the whole thing, like, you know, my life's been so busy, but you know, the day after Thanksgiving, I got like a breakfast to myself. I got a lot of downloads from the divine. And I feel that you're going to get an opportunity to go in a direction that's better for you, get something that helps you to go in that direction. Whether it's getting a car for a job, or getting a house to get out, or reuniting with someone from the past who can help you out, or making videos because you're stuck in a place and these videos just go viral or something, or if you've been waiting on government assistance of some sort, there's news, and it's good news, and somebody don't want that good news because it means probably you're moving on from them. All right, tell me about that Five of Cups. This is a person who doesn't want you to take your power back and move on. Or whatever plan they had with you didn't get to happen. So, yeah, there's going to be, this Five of Cups is someone who's going to resist this. Six of the Lovers here, but in reverse. Okay, Gemini energy. So someone is going to not like that you're moving on, because it means there's no chance between you and them. That's over, or it's a relationship that's over, and they're going to resist this. They're not going to be happy about your good news. They're not going to be happy about it at all, especially if you're moving and you're living together, especially if you're working together, whatever. They're not going to be happy about it. Or if you live in the same community, apartment place, or whatever. And if you're waiting on some sort of government assistance that gives you the ability to move on, or government housing, you know, someone's just not going to like it. Tell me about this Page of Wands. It's good for you, though. Your good news is their bad news. There are a lot of messages that came out through here. Tell me about that Page of Wands, please, and so we can close out. Five of Earth, yeah. Ten of Fire. For a lot of you, it has to do with a move. Okay? A lot of you, it has to do with a move. Leaving a house. That Five of Earth is out of a house. That Ten of Fire can be moving and packing all that stuff up and moving, literally. If it was a financial burden, they're not going to like the fact that you're making your own money now, because maybe they controlled you through money, right? They held you right here because they had all the money, which means they had all the control. Either way, your good news is their bad news. And that's it, folks. We're going to close out with a oracle card. Enchanted Map, what do you want to tell us? Sorry if the reading took too long, but I had a lot of messages come out. What's coming out for Aquarius? We got 2. Ride the tidal wave. 2 dolphins unite here, and we have spark, which is in the reverse. So we have 14. Let's read that one first. Ride the wave, and it says, you can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned, and you can put your surfing skills into the test. Everything that you know, all of your talents coupled with your hopes and dreams will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibly to take shape or a wave of a spectacular activity. And I heard spectator when I said that. That's why I kind of paused for a minute, because it does say spectacular, but I heard spectator. Know that you're definitely on the right path. Okay, if somebody has an amazing recipe and there's like a little fair or a little one of those things that you go to where you can win like a recipe contest or something, or if there's something you can do on a video or something, it's, you know, spectator. I heard if there's some way you can be spectated by someone else, you might get discovered here. Now we have spark in the reverse, and it's card 34. Let's see what it wants to say. I'll hold it in the upper right for you. In the reverse, it says, sometimes your fire gets doused by others who don't want you to be all that you can be. That's this person. Someone's going to resist an opportunity that's coming for you. They're not going to like it. They're not going to like it. This is that card. This is that person. I'll say it again. Sometimes your fire gets doused by those who don't want you to be all that you can be. In that case, you need to move away from the water, lest things to get too damp. The spark card in reverse position also indicates that if you're allowing yourself to be so consumed by a thought, feeling, or situation that you're in danger of becoming completely burnt out. Compulsion and impulsiveness must be tempered now. Rest by a warm fire, let things die down a bit, then you'll see the true spark that's still there. Wow. So this is, like I said, it reminded me of when I had that moment of truth to myself, a moment to think. Sit by yourself and think, okay? Someone is not going to like you moving on. You might sit alone, be in nature, see the green grass, the roses, and think to yourself, it's a wonderful world, and literally might get a download. I got downloads. I'm not going to say what they are right now, but I got downloads. You might get downloads. And it's going to guide you in the right direction. You got an opportunity coming in, money coming in, a car coming in, a house coming in. You got everything coming in, but someone isn't going to like it because you're going to be able to better yourself and get out of a bad situation. That's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I love you guys. Namaste.